everyone, it's Katie from Without a Crystal Ball. Okay, we have some Duggar news. It's like a double Duggar, double dose, Duggar. I have been stuck very deeply into another story, and I apologize if my content is not going out as quickly as you're used to, but I'm making changes and doing improvements to the videos so you have a better experience. So I hope you enjoy all the things I'm doing. Videos are taking a little bit longer to create, but I promise it'll make it for a better experience. But let's dive into some news because yesterday TLC released the promo for Counting On. And if you notice, this is an interesting photo because there's people missing, you guys. Who's missing? It looks like there's Jeremy and Ginger and Ben and Jessa and Josiah and Lauren, and then there's Jana and Joe and Kendra and Abby and John David. Noticeably absent, Joy, Anna, and Austin, along with Anna Duggar. They are not on the promo and are not included in the trailer that has just come out. You don't say. Remember a couple of months ago, I told you to expect to see some changes in the upcoming season of Counting On? Well, now I can tell you why. A couple of months ago, I got word from some insiders. Joy and Austin will not be filming for this upcoming season unless it's for a special occasion. Now, we see a brief clip of Joy in the promo, but unless there's like a birthday or a celebration or a gender reveal, you won't see them participating in the day-to-day life of the Counting On filming. Why? Well, according to my source, Joy and Austin are ready to move on. That doesn't mean they're necessarily ready to move away from the family, but rather they want to spend time with their family and work on their goals and their businesses. Austin is a contractor, and he has all kinds of businesses that he runs. His father, who owns a camp in Arkansas, has instilled in Austin this ability and this trait of being a hard worker. And with Austin being sort of this independent go-getter type, I don't find this choice as being relatively odd. In fact, I think it's on par. Now, a lot of people assumed that this meant that she would leave the family, and I don't think we're going to see anything as, say, big as what happened with Jill Dillard and Derek Dillard, because you have to remember that Austin grew up in the IBLP. His parents are still very deep in that world, and his parents at their camp in Arkansas still host all of the big names in the IBLP and had Debbie and Michael Pearl at their camp a couple times a year ago. So I wouldn't expect like a massive shift away from the belief system, but rather a shift away from wanting some freedom and being adults and having their own family. I mean, who doesn't want that, right? Right. Now, when I told you a couple months ago that this was going to be a change coming up, a lot of you thought that it would be Abby and John David, or maybe it would be Ginger and Jeremy, but it's not. Ginger and Jeremy's move to California will be prominently featured in this upcoming season. And it appears the deliveries for Lauren, Kendra, and Abby will also be featured in this upcoming season. You remember the season before, we saw Jessa giving birth. And it's interesting because the season before that, we also saw that Anna Duggar was pregnant, but it appears as though Anna has been completely scrubbed out of this season. We saw her introduced back into the show over the past few seasons, and a lot of people were like weirded out by that because she is Josh's wife, by the way, so why should she get any sort of financial benefits of being on the show given the magnitude of what her husband has done and admitted to doing? It seems as though maybe TLC has taken the green light from viewers that maybe we shouldn't be doing this. Or there could be this ongoing investigation that hasn't resolved yet related to the Department of Homeland Security and Josh. And maybe TLC just doesn't want any connection at all to whether it's Josh or Anna. I don't know. As well as the Duggar adults, Jim Bob and Michelle, while they are sort of in this video and in the promo, they aren't actually in the promo photo. So again, when you look at the promo photo, there is nothing related at all to the Duggar adults. Anna's not there, Joanna's not there, and Austin are not there. So more adults are leaving the family, more adults are leaving the show. Interesting, right? If you remember, Joy and Jill were very close. In fact, Jill was Joy's buddy. A lot of people hope that this means that Jill will influence Joy. I really don't know. Can't say for sure. Joy is currently pregnant. She's expecting her second child. So it doesn't appear as though her next pregnancy will be even featured on this season. We're going to see Ginger announce her pregnancy and then subsequent, I think, miscarriage. She and Jeremy actually just announced yesterday on the same day that they had launched the promo, which again goes into line with what Derek Dillard said of the network gets to determine when they make decisions and when they get to announce things. Yesterday, Ginger announced she was 15 weeks pregnant and she was expecting a girl. Most people will announce their pregnancies around 12 weeks or so. So maybe TLC or Jim Bob told them that they had to wait to announce their pregnancy on the same day that the promo of the show came out in order to drum up interest in this upcoming season. So we know this upcoming season will at least feature births, and it will also feature the announcement of Ginger, and will focus on them integrating into their life in Los Angeles. It's also going to touch on Jana and why she's single, as every season seems to be, along with the rest of the kids doing weird things with their family. So tell me what your thoughts are. Are you surprised to hear that Joy, Anna, and Austin are leaving? What do you think about this being what do you think? Do you think they're going to leave the family? Do you think they're just ready to move on? Do you think this lines up with what Derek said about Jim Bob controlling everything and them wanting to have more control in their lives? Do you think more Duggars are going to leave? And then what about Anna? Why do you think Anna's been cut out? Is it because of Josh? Is it because of the investigation? Is it because of Jim Bob? Tell me in the comments below. All right, you guys, I'll be back later with more.